Hey Taurus, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for August 20th, 2024. This is for Taurus. Last shuffle for Taurus. Taurus, something flipped out already. We're talking about dark thoughts here with commitment and peace. It may be difficult. I think that you may be going really far ahead in your thoughts, thinking about the shouldas, the couldas, the wouldas, of like, what if I do this? I wouldn't say shoulda, coulda, wouldas, right? Because that's the past. But more so of like, projecting yourself in the future, looking back, going, am I making the right decision for my future? And it looks like you're trying, well, you should be trying to make a decision, commit to something that you can make your peace with. Commit to something you can say, you know what, I've already contemplated this and I'm good with whatever comes out, whatever shakes out of this tree. I'm happy with. The Knight of Wands and the Six of Swords. This tells me that you may be committing to your freedom. There's something here about saying you really want to do something. Okay, this is different. Okay, so dark thoughts over the whole reading. This is a consciousness and a rabbit hole of thought process, a rabbit hole of like, if I do this or I do that, where will this take me? Where will this lead me? But the Knight of Wands, Six of Swords, King of Pentacles, and Ace of Wands with the with commitment would tell me that you may be in a space where it almost looks to me that this is an event, something here where you could, you're getting, life is getting better for you. You may be afraid of being, there's almost a fear of being too stable. If that makes any sense. Like there's a fear that you could invest so much energy into being this stable person. Some of you may be wanting to buy a house and you're like, or wanting to move, and you may be afraid of having that level of stability. Maybe things won't work out. You have to make your peace with the Three of Swords and the Justice, which is saying, I'm going to have to make my peace with the fact that, life isn't fair and things may not work out like we could, like for some of you, this is almost saying we could get divorced and then what? Or we could break up and then what? Or we could lose something that is balancing all this out, which could be a job or your stability, your financial stability. Then what? Some of you, there's a lot of fear here about the future. Spirit doesn't, okay, so usually when dark thoughts come out, they're almost like, listen, you can't tell what the future holds. That's why it's usually darkness ahead. Like they're saying that, the past is very dim. The brightest light is in the present moment. That's, the past is very dim. It's like you can remember the past, but some of the details are fuzzy, like candlelight. You know, the halogens are in the present. The future, half the time, you can only see but so far from this light. You can't project so far ahead. You don't know what's ahead. You never know. The maze could switch up on you. You know what I mean? It could, the matrix could glitch. You really, the only thing that shapes the future is the present. And so right now, it looks like life is getting better for you. You have a new opportunity. You may be moving. They keep showing that, or moving for a job, or moving towards stability, maybe buying a home or something here with the commitment, signing a contract. You may be compelled to do it very quickly, and then you have to make your peace with maybe this won't work out. And that's okay too, right? There's things will, there's almost a thing of saying with justice, like things are going to balance out either way, right? Even if this doesn't work out, something will, right? We always get through things. I notice that whenever I start to stress to the point of like headache, then I've wasted a whole day, because maybe in a few days, maybe a few weeks, maybe in a few hours, things always get better. And I'm like, why did I let myself waste time worrying like that? I could have been enjoying my day. I could have been drinking water, all these things, you know. Um, Great gratitude is the Knight of Cups and the Eight of Swords. And this is an awareness. being thankful that you're delayed. And if you were delayed in any way, it's not the end of the world, and it's not the worst case scenario. It's probably the best case scenario when this comes out. This is saying that you were delayed for a good reason. Be thankful. And also, you'll be grateful in the delay that you were loving, that you were creative in getting out of a situation. Gratitude is the parent. I always say mother, but it could be the father too, of prosperity and abundance. That's the parent. Gratitude start kicks all that off. So gratitude would help you to come up with creative solutions to get out of out of delays or issues, whatever problems. No problem is unsolvable in your scenario. These are all mental, self-imposed problems that they're trying to say is here. Like you're doing this to yourself, kind of thing, or that just the thought process, just the worry and stress. You're stressing yourself out, is what this says. Fear is the ten of gosh, fear. I just said fear. It's Ten of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. They're saying that the fear is going to cause you to make decisions or do something that could manifest something you don't want. So it's very important that you don't pay too much into fear. It can cause you to visualize your worst case scenario. And every manifestation starts from the mind. So you start visualizing what could happen or what could go wrong, then you're manifesting what could go wrong. They're saying that you may be afraid of loving whatever this is. Like if you're moving to a new home, you're afraid to love this home right now. You're afraid to say, oh my gosh, I want this in my life. You may be even afraid of just the longevity of it. Like, oh my gosh, 30 years. Or moving to this place. Now I've moved here for this job. What if this job ends? What if this happens? What if I travel and things don't go well? The fear is, they're saying that there's no reason to fear. This may have happened before. A lot of times when fear comes out, this is like a byproduct of a bad experience. And they're saying it won't be like it was, even if it resembles it down to the letter. It's not going to be what it was. This opportunity, if there's delays, there's a creative solution to those delays. If you allow yourself to be grateful for the situation, like, oh, great, I'm in traffic. Now I can find the right station I want to listen to. Oh, great. You know, they're postponing the appointment. Great. That gives me time to get the answers necessary. That gives me time to get some more stuff together. Um, Self care, you know, there's a need for you to continue to keep your happy thoughts. Okay, you could manifest your worst nightmare or your greatest dream, right? And like what the secret, what is that? Remember the secret, that thing that was a wave that everybody was on. They had it. Listen, they had the right idea, but it's like when you're at the precipice of awakening, so many things can go wrong, right? Because it doesn't just happen overnight. We have to like reprogram ourselves, deprogram, whatever the word is. And so either way, they say they always say, what thoughts are, um, thoughts become things. Choose the good ones. That's what they used to say. Yeah. Very beautiful that you got this here. So you've got every sign here except for Gemini and Aquarius, right? So they're like, don't allow yourself to overthink anything. Don't start having conversations with yourself, and thinking out of pocket, out of box. At this point, focus on your goal. Right, so you could be an Aries Taurus cusp dealing with a Cancer Leo cusp or a Leo Virgo cusp. We have Virgo Libra cusp as well, Libra Scorpio cusp, Scorpio Sagittarius cusp, Sagittarius Capricorn cusp, and Pisces Aries cusp. If you're not dealing with those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.